When elephant fights, it is the grass that suffers. A very famous American proverb. So in America's immigration system, that grass can be everyday people, like families, communities, and yes, immigrants themselves. All are affected by how swiftly and clearly the law is enforced. And now, there's a rare legal development that is making headlines. Let's dive into what's going on. So President Trump's administration has taken an unusual but principled step, requesting that all 15 federal judges in the state of Maryland be rescued from an immigration-related case. Instead, it wants a new judge from outside the state to ensure that the proceedings remain impartial and aligned with national immigration laws. So the question is, why the legal action? Well, this stems from a recent court order by Chief Judge George L. Russell III. The order required that if an immigrant files a habeas corpus petition, a request asking the court to review their detention, and the government must wait until 4 p.m. on the second business day before proceeding with deportation. So the goal of the court order was to give time for legal review. But President Trump's administration believes that this may unintentionally slow down lawful enforcement and also contradict a recent Supreme Court decision.
You know why I'm vacationing in Dubai right now? Because I stopped drowning in RFEs, intake calls, and late-night filings. I used to hire freelancers who barely knew what a G28 was. Total chaos. Then I found IMMI Support, virtual immigration paralegals trained in real case prep, DocketWise, and USCIS workflows. Now my calendar's clean, my clients are happy, and my firm runs while I relax. You can hustle or you can outsource smart. I chose freedom. I chose IMMI Support.
So let's see what the government is saying. So the Department of Justice has raised concerns that such orders could lead to inconsistent immigration practices across the country. Officials argue that the delay, though well-intentioned, creates procedural complications and also undermines the government's ability to enforce the immigration laws efficiently. So rather than appeal in the traditional manner, the administration has chosen to elevate the issue, seeking a fresh review by a judge from outside the current jurisdiction to maintain fairness and nationwide legal consistency. Now we look into the broader picture. So legal observers agree that this move is highly uncommon, but not without precedent. When there are strong disagreements over how federal laws are interpreted at the state level, the government can request a reassignment to avoid any appearance of partiality. It also reflects the government's commitment to ensuring that immigration enforcement aligns with established legal rulings from the Supreme Court. Now, if we look into a case that brought this to light, the order came into sharp focus during the case of Kilmar Garcia, who was deported to El Salvador. Later, a judge ordered his return to the United States and the government complied. So the case underscored how timing in enforcement can have lasting legal and practical consequences. So let's have a look at what the Maryland judges explained. So judges in Maryland stated that their intention was to give legal teams enough time to respond in emergency filings, especially those submitted at night or shortly before deportations. They clarified the measure was about fairness and not about blocking enforcement. So where things stand now, the administration's request is currently under review. And if approved, a new judge will oversee the case from outside Maryland. So here's a very important question, that why it matters. At its core, this is not about politics, but about how immigration law is applied across all 50 states. President Trump's administration is emphasizing consistency, legal clarity, and also proper balance between court processes and the federal government's authority to act on immigration matters. So as the legal process plays out, one thing is certain. The outcome could shape how immigration cases are handled moving forward, not just in Maryland, but across the nation. So friends, stay tuned because this fight is about far more than one case. It's about the future of how America handles immigration with clarity, consistency, and control. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.